What's going on, LEGO fans, and welcome back. Alex here. Today we finally get to put together the LEGO Creator Carousel set. This has been sitting in my basement forever, several months, and today is finally the day that we get to put it together and get it in the LEGO City of Minneapolis. Now this comes in at 2,670 pieces. Fairly decent piece count, but of course it should be with a price tag of $200. So let's go ahead and do a time lapse of this thing getting together and find a spot for it in the city. Okay, the carousel is done. It is built and it is placed already. Not going to do a review on this one because I know it's fairly old already. There's plenty of reviews out there as it stands. So I just went right ahead and put it in to the amusement park. And as you can see, the amusement park itself is looking pretty good. I do have the roller coaster sort of built. There's still a lot of work to do on that. I'll cover that here in just a bit, but let's focus on the carousel at the moment. It does look pretty close to the Ferris wheel behind it there. I'll do a shot there behind it, just kind of so you can see it. But there's room back there, don't worry. But man, the amusement park is really coming together now with that here. It's all getting tied in. I have a fairly good amount of rides going in this thing here, and still some details to work out, but the carousel really, I think, brings it all together. I don't know if I like it in the middle. I think it might look better back where the mixer is, and maybe the mixer would look better in the middle because the carousel, it's big and it covers a lot. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm not in a hurry to move it, but I do have this thing motorized. It is set up and it is connecting there, and you can kind of see where it's all set up there and connecting to the same motor that's powering the mixer and the Ferris wheel. So Josh is back there. He's going to do us the honors of turning this on so we can see these three rides in action. Go ahead, Josh. All right, now you may notice that the Ferris wheel is kind of having a hard time with that smooth transition in the circle. I think that might have to do with these three rides being on the same motor. I think it just might need some more power, so more to come on that. But for now, it's pretty cool to see it all on one motor and working its way. So yeah, the carousel it's a good fit, I think, where it's at. So yeah, let me know what you think of that area. Let's go on and take a look at the back where Josh is. We go behind the carousel and you can see how everything is set up right here. I'll clean this up some more, maybe get some sort of paneling around that for safety measures, make it a little more aesthetically pleasing. But as you can see here behind the carousel, there's still a decent amount of room for minifigures to get in between the two rides. And of course, if they're exiting the Ferris wheel, they cannot get through right here unless I build a bridge of sorts. But for now, they'll have to walk around the carousel to the other side. So plan on doing some walking should you visit the amusement park. The stage, the little performance area is right there. Kind of the only place I could really fit it that has a decent amount of space. So for now, that is where it goes. I took some paneling off of this gear train here so you can see my engineering skills in action. Let me go ahead and turn this thing on here. You can see the wheels spinning. All this is powered on one very old Technic motor, actually. A fairly good amount of torque coming from that motor, but I just don't like how this is not a smooth transition of power into the Ferris wheel. Everything else looks pretty good though, so I'll continue to work on that, and perhaps it just needs another motor to help power it. Going to the other side here, this is the main entrance. I don't think I've shown this quite yet, but as you can see, I've got some parking spaces set up here on both sides so people can visit this area, get to the airport shuttle station, and as well as enter the park. This is the main entrance of the park right here. There's a potential for a line before they actually get into the park itself. Now, I do, of course, want to mention the roller coaster. This is definitely not complete, so nobody is allowed on this ride. If they were, I'm sure there would be some immediate injuries and or deaths and resulting lawsuits. So a long way to go with the supports here, but I did want to at least get the track set up so I can get an idea of how large it's going to be. I want to make this as large as possible, and I got this to go into 2 loops, or 2 circles rather. If you are interested in this type or design of the roller coaster, you can go and buy this from brickcoaster.com. I think this is fairly similar to what they have, one of their designs they have set up on their website. So take a look. But I'm gonna have to order a bunch of pieces from Pick a Brick to make this work. I just don't have nearly enough pieces to make this look like a legitimate roller coaster. So in my experience, that takes about 2, maybe 3 weeks to get to me. So something to, of course, look forward to. Let's go ahead and do a demonstration before we sign off here. I do have these 2 carts connected by this little coupling here that you can get from brickcoaster.com should you want to connect your carts together to make a more complete roller coaster. Let's go ahead and give this thing a push down the hill, and let's see what we get. Not bad. Now, I've done a lot of tests, some more successful than others, but it's still a continuing work in progress to make this thing all work. I will, of course, make sure that I get some chains. I want to do a little chain through here so that when these come in to this area here, the unloading and loading station, it can continue to pull it through and release it as it comes down here, where it will connect yet to another chain to haul it up this long upwards hill here and release it for another round onto the roller coaster. Okay, guys, that is going to wrap it up for now with the building of the carousel and kind of a brief overview of the amusement park. So hope you guys enjoyed that, and we'll see you guys again in the very near future. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.